Hi everyone, welcome to the making of my brand new single, Drown. So I want to talk you guys through how Drown was written, what it was written about, and if you haven't listened to the song already, why not? Go do it now. Otherwise this will not make sense to you. So I wrote Drown with one of my favourite people to write with, Rob McFarlane. We always have so much fun in the studio. He really pushes me. He has so many good ideas. It's just a really good match. And he also worked on Chemical Love last year with me. And if you haven't listened to that song, it's the same. Go listen to it now. And we wrote and recorded Drown at Dean Street Studios in Soho in London. This is the live room where we wrote it. It's massive, it's full of so much cool stuff. And the studio itself is actually David Bowie's old studio, which is mental. And one really cool thing about Dean Street is that the artists that record there write their names on the wall. So as you can see, it is pretty full, but my name isn't on it yet because I have completely forgotten every time I've been in. But as soon as I write it on the wall, I shall update you guys with it. I was going through a really bad period of depression and anxiety, and just a lot of things in my life were changing, and it was really difficult. And to top it all off, I had writer's block. So I couldn't write any songs, and I hadn't written any songs for 2-3 months, which was a really long time for me. Usually I'd write at least a song every day, couple of days. But I just couldn't write. And for me, music had always been a kind of therapy. It's very cathartic. Anyone who does music, like 9 times out of 10, people will say that, because it's just a great avenue of getting your emotions out and your feelings out. And then you write a song and then you're like, whoo, can breathe, and it's so great. But I couldn't write anything. And one day Rob rang me and he said that we've got time in the studio tomorrow, and I went in and I explained to him that I couldn't write, and I felt a bit guilty and I felt bad, and he completely said, don't worry, don't stress, it's nothing to worry about, it's something that's totally normal. So if any of you guys are going through writer's block, you will get over it. No matter how hard it seems, you will get over it. So I went into the live room together. I sat down at the piano. Rob stood next to me, and I was just a bit like, what do I write about? Because you can write about anything in the world. The hardest thing about writing is choosing actually what to focus on and what to write about and what actually is any good. So I sat down and I just wrote about how I was feeling and how I had been feeling, and I came up with this whole metaphor of the way I was feeling was like I was drowning, and the pressure and the sadness that I was feeling was water, and I was caught underneath it. And this whole metaphor for the song came out. I'd written the lyrics basically. Once we were happy with how the song was sounding, we went into the control room, which is the room with the mixing desk with all the big buttons on and the things that basically I just stay well clear of, otherwise I would break everything in that studio. And we recorded it, so we had a demo to listen to for us, otherwise we would forget what we wrote, but also so Rob could keep working on the track. Because obviously the song itself is done, but like the production, all the other elements aren't. So Rob spent just hours, days, tirelessly working on it. I came into the studio a lot and we worked out bits, recorded everything in again properly, and did a lot of stuff by like text as well. When you can't obviously get into the studio, it's great. And I think the final version of the song is like version 75, which is nuts, but it's so much, it's so intricate. And for example, in the chorus there's like a 5-part harmony, so like all these like high bits, and you can't necessarily hear it in the song, but if you take it out of it, then you can hear that something's missing, which is something else that I really love about this track. So yeah, then after a few months, the song was ready to be put out into the world, and obviously now it is out in the world. which is so exciting, and I really hope you guys like it. Please let me know in the comments below what your favourite part is, how much you love me, just anything to inflate my ego any bigger than it already is. And I can't wait for the next stuff. I've got a single coming out, I've got an EP coming out, that's all I'm going to say on that. But if you want to be the first people to know, please subscribe to my channel. And there'll be more breakdowns like this of songs that I write, and there'll be more vlogs. I did a vlog recently about a writing session I did in Brighton, so please check that out as well. And thank you so much for watching today, and if you haven't listened to the song, which is ridiculous because I've told you like 3 times, go listen to it now. And if you have listened to the song, I really hope you like it, and thank you just for making a girl really, really happy.
So here's